welcome to my channel. So today is my first video that I'm finally making. I've been wanting to do this for years, and I finally got the courage or the time or whatever it might be to do this for you guys. And I'm going to start with just kind of what's in my everyday makeup bag. I think that this is something that could be helpful to a lot of people, and it's something that these are products I use daily when I go to work, when I'm on the weekends, when I have my son. It's easy, and these are just my staple products. So I'm going to start with the eyeshadow palettes that I have that I keep in my purse. So just a little bit about me. I have an 8-month-old, and so what I normally do in the mornings, because he's not about to let me do my makeup, he wants to be held or play, or if he's awake. If he sleeps in on the odd day that he sleeps in, then I'll try to do my makeup at home. But normally what I do is I take my makeup with me in the car. I drop him off at daycare a little early, and then I go to the office and I'll do my makeup in the car there. So it makes it easy. I've got a mirror right in front of my face and just knock it out there. So I have all of this in my purse or in my makeup bag that I wear on a daily basis. And so the first eyeshadow palette that I have is going to be the Lorac Unzipped palette, and you are going to notice a theme. All of the eyeshadow palettes that I keep with me are very neutral. I do like to play with bright colors, but not when I'm going to work. My work is pretty professional, and they like the neutral look, so I try to stick with that. So I don't know if y'all have seen the Lorac Unzipped palette, but it is very neutral. There's some shimmery shades and some matte shades, but for the most part I utilize this one a lot. And then I also have the Shade and Light Eye palette by Kat Von D, and I love this palette. I use this on a daily basis. It's a lot of usable colors. I use this color a lot. And also this color a lot as well. I'm wearing both of those today. So I love, love, love that palette. And then the last one that I use on a daily basis is the Naked 3 by Urban Decay. So I'm sure that you guys have seen this. This is a cult favorite for sure. But I utilize that one a lot as well. So that's all of the eyeshadow palettes. I do have 2 single eyeshadows that I carry with me. I use these as transition shades. And I love them. They're universal, and I use them on a daily basis if I can get them open. The first one is Milani Bella Cafe. So very neutral shade, everyday shade. And then the other one is Bella Cappucino, which is very similar, just a little bit darker. So if you see the two next to each other, these are both of them. So very, very, very similar colors, but I carry both of them with me. Just because I do a lot of neutral eye looks for work. So those are the eyeshadows that I use. I also use some different, I guess, face powders would be next. So I'm sure you can guess because I showed you the eye palette, but I do utilize the Shade and Light face palette. So I use that for under eye setting, and I also use the bronzers. I mix the cool tone and the warm tone bronzer usually. That's what I did today. And that's usually what works best for my skin tone. I also have MAC Pro Emphasize. I use this under my eyes. I have it in the packaging because I don't have a palette right now. I lost my Z palette in the move, so I do not have one of those. And then I also have just the single Hoola bronzer, which you can see has gotten some love from me. It's very, very used, and I do love it. And then the last powder I want to show you is the Makeup Forever HD powder. I use this to set my foundation on my face, so I love this powder. Speaking of foundation, this is the foundation that I use. It is the Maybelline Dewy and Smooth foundation. So I use that one in shade 110. I do have dry skin. It's weird. I have weird combination skin, but in between my eyes gets extremely dry, and then like kind of on the sides of my nose will get a little bit oily. But this one seems to work really well for me because it doesn't break up on my skin. In between my eyes, it breaks up a lot, so it's never fun. And then, so I guess I'll move to concealers. The 2 that I utilize the most is the Naked Skin by Urban Decay. Love, love, love this concealer. I have this in Fair Neutral. I am, as you can tell, I need to go get a little bit of sun, but I do use the lighter shade of this to not only do my under eyes, but also highlight the high points of my face. And then I also have the Maybelline Master Conceal, and this is a little bit of a thicker consistency than the Urban Decay. The Urban Decay is very thin, so I'll use this if I have any blemishes. I guess I will move on to highlights. So I do have two that I keep in my everyday makeup bag. I have more than that at the house, but my favorite, which I was so excited to get because I never get anything that she comes out with, it always sells out, so I was like, I had it timed, I was gonna get this highlighter. So this is the Becca Jaclyn Hill collaboration in Champagne Pop. I actually keep it in the box because I was so excited. It has her picture on it, but I'm sure you guys know what this looks like. But this is what it looks like. Just a very obviously champagne colored highlight, and I love it. I'm wearing it today. It is one of my favorites, and I was so excited to get it. And funny story about that, I actually had it timed on my alarm clock while I was at work to buy this, and it actually fell kind of during my lunchtime, and I went to the vending machine and I got a Coke, which I never get, but I was like, I'm in the mood for a Coke. And you know how they have that share this Coke with a friend thing? So I purchased this. I literally pressed purchase, and it wasn't sold out, and I was so excited. And then I buy my Coke, and the person that I was supposed to share the Coke with, it says Jaclyn, and it's spelled just like her name. And I was like, that is too small world that I just got this highlighter, and then I got the Coke out of the vending machine. So it was too funny. I thought it was awesome. And then the last highlighter that I have is by Colourpop. I love their highlighters that they came out with, and this one is called Smoke and Whistles. So I know this one is the favorite of the collection among YouTubers. I see it all the time. So that's one I also use a lot. I use it for inner corner highlight a lot and brow bone highlight, but I also use it as a highlighter as well. So I guess I will move to the blushes that I have, and this is probably one of the largest things that I have outside of my makeup brushes, because I can never make up my mind on what color blush looks best with what look. So I do have different options. I do have a favorite that I use in here, and I'll go ahead and I guess start with that one, and that is the Benefit Rocketeur blush. As you can see here, I have used it. It's even got a little piece broken there, so I definitely have used that one a lot. I do pretty daily use that blush, mix it with other blushes, but I love that blush. I also have Nars, like a little duo with the Orgasm, and then it had Laguna, but I obviously used all of that up. So I do like Nars Orgasm a lot. And then I have two blushes from Colourpop. The first one is a little bit brighter for me, but I got it for like spring and summer, and I've really been enjoying it, and it's called Trickery. So that's that one. And then the other one is a very neutral, very everyday shade, like most of this stuff is, and it's called Birthday Suit. So love that one. I haven't quite figured out the consistency of these blushes, like how best to use them, what brush to use them with. I'm still working on it. I kind of use my fingers and then blend it out with a brush. I haven't quite figured that out. So if any of you guys know the best brush to use with these blushes, leave it down below, because I could definitely use the guidance. And then I also have this e.l.f. palette that I got at Target, and I like this palette. It's very pigmented, so I kind of struggle with blending it, because I dip my brush in and I blow it off and everything, and then I get it on my face and I feel like I look a little streaky. So I'm still working on the best way to utilize this palette, but I love the colors in it. They're all everyday colors, so I keep that in my bag just so I can one day figure it out. And then the last one that I have is from Milani, and it's one of their floral blushes, and it's called Floral Passion. So that one. And that is all the blushes that I have. So we've gone through eyeshadows and highlighters and foundations and concealers and blushes and face powders. So I guess I'll go ahead and do my face primers that I carry with me. I actually use one on a daily basis, and then I have a couple of samples I keep with me just in case I want to try the more silicone based ones out. This one is the one I use every day. So this is the Too Faced Primed and Poreless. So I love this one. And then the two samples that I have that I keep with me, they're both Smashbox. One of them is the Smashbox Photofinish, and then the other one is the Under Eye Photofinish. So it's kind of got that pink tint to it, so I'll use that if I'm having like a my baby didn't sleep last night kind of day. So it comes in handy. I really like it. Alright, so mascaras, I only keep two with me. My ride or die everyday is the Tarte Lights Camera Flashes mascara. Love this mascara. Well, I'm almost out of this one. It's like drying up on me and it makes me really sad. I have to buy a new one because I love it. And then the other one is the Benefit They're Real. I got this in an Ipsy bag and I've been using it and I really enjoy it. So yeah, I don't use it as much as I use my other one, but it's my backup in case I want to try something different. And then besides my makeup brushes and my lipsticks, the last thing that I have is kind of my eyeliner products. I actually don't wear a lot of eyeliner on a daily basis. I don't really go out. Like I said, I have an 8-month-old, so getting all glammed and put on, you know, the black eyeliner and stuff is not really an everyday thing for me. I use a lot more neutral stuff and kind of tone it down for work, but I do carry a gel liner with me along with my brown everyday eyeliner that I use. So to start with, that is the Stila Smudge Stick Waterproof Eyeliner, and it looks like it's in the shade Damsel. It's just a brown stick eyeliner. I use that in my waterline on the top and the bottom, and that's usually what I use on a daily basis. But I do carry a black liner with me. I got this in an Ipsy bag and I really like it. It's a really dense black eyeliner, and it's the Becca Cosmetics gel eyeliner in black. So I enjoy that. It works really well. And then the gel liner that I have is by e.l.f. and I love this stuff, and it's like $2. It's so cheap. Love it. It's lasted me forever, so I recommend it because it's so inexpensive. And then I kind of paired my eyebrow products with my eyeliner products because I only have one, so I didn't see a reason in splitting it up. And I just used the NYX Micro in Taupe. I think it's what it's called. Well, yeah, Taupe. That's what it's called. I did use the Anastasia Brow Wiz, and I really liked it, but it broke. I went through two of them, and I barely got to use because it broke, and then it fell out of the Brow Wiz. So I got this, and so far it hasn't broken, and it's way cheaper. So it works great for me. It matches the color I need it to, so definitely recommend that if you guys are looking for a cheaper option if you have the same problem that I have with the Anastasia. Alright, so lip products. Y'all are going to see a trend here. I don't wear a lot of color on my lips. I have tried, I have purchased different colors, and I just can't feel comfortable like that. I can't figure out how to work it with my skin tone, what colors look right. I've tried, it's not my forte. So if you guys can think of a color that you think would look good on me, then leave it down below so I can try it out, because I just can't figure it out. So I always go neutral because neutral is safe. And anytime I wear color on my lips at work, everybody at work comments. They're like, man, you look different, and it's weird. I don't know if I can deal with it. And I'm like, oh, thanks guys. I'm just trying to look cute, so that's cool. But the colors that I utilize, you're going to see a lot of Colourpop here because they're affordable and they're awesome, awesome products. I love them. As y'all can tell, I watch YouTube a lot, and I was watching some of my favorite people, and they just kept recommending these Colourpop products. And so I purchased some of them, and I love them, and they're kind of my go-to everyday lip colors. And then I have one Buxom. So I'll go ahead and start out because I have one Colourpop Ultra Matte lipstick, and this is my favorite one. I do have two of them, but this one's my favorite. So this one's Midi, and I love it. I love it, love it. So this is kind of just obviously an everyday neutral shade, and I love it. It's great for work because it lasts all day. And then the two lippy sticks that I have are in Button and Bound, and I have the corresponding lip liners that go with them. So that's Button and Bound, and then those are the two lip liners, and I keep these in my purse. So if I ever need a lip color, these are my go-tos. And then the last thing I have is Buxom White Russian, and this is also a cult favorite. I'm sure you guys know what this is. I use this as my go-to gloss, and the tingle doesn't bother me. I see a lot of people where the tingle bothers them, but it doesn't bother me at all. I love this stuff. Alright, and so the last thing that I have is kind of my go-to tools, my brushes, the things that I use on a daily basis when getting ready. So this one's really dirty, so y'all don't mind it, but this is my beauty blender. I use this to apply my foundation and my concealer every day. Love it. I need to get a new one, obviously. And then for face, I do have this, I think it's from Walgreens, and it's just like a little kabuki brush. I use this for my bronzer up on my temples and on my face. I use this one. And then this is what I use for underneath my eyes and my highlight. This is from Sephora, and it is a number 74 blush contour brush. So I use that one for underneath my eyes, and then setting kind of my T-zone, and then I'll use it for my highlighter as well. Dual purpose. That's what we do when we're on the go. And then for blush, I use Real Techniques and the blush brush by Real Techniques. So it's dirty as well. I need to clean my brushes, but I just did my makeup for this video. So that is the blush brush that I use. And then I also have the MAC 107 brush that I use for blending. It's a duo fiber brush that I really like this one. I've had this for forever. This is actually probably my third one. I used to use this for foundation, but it kind of was a light wash of foundation, so I don't use it for foundation anymore. I actually have a Sigma F80 that I'll use at home if I'm gonna put a little bit more makeup on and not use my beauty blender, but this one I don't use for foundation anymore. I kind of just blend my blush and highlight and everything with this brush. Now for eyes, I do have a couple of different brushes that I use. So my favorite brush to use for my crease transition color is the Sigma E35. So that is one brush that I keep on me at all times. And then I have a couple brushes that I use for underneath my eyes. One of them is the Makeup Geek pencil brush, and I love this one. It's really dense, and it will get in there and just really get your under eye really well. And then to blend out under my eye, I use the MAC 219. So I'll go in with like a lighter color and blend out what I put on with the Makeup Geek brush. And then I also have this little brush. It's the Eco Tools, and it's actually called the highlight brush, but it's tapered kind of like a crease brush, and I actually use that for any darker colors that I put on my lid. So I'll use the Sigma E35 for the transition color, and then I'll use this to kind of go in and do any darker colors and blending with this. And then lastly, and I'm really sad that this is broken, and it makes me so sad because it's like the third one that I've purchased as well, and my brother actually stepped on it. Don't ask me why it was on the floor. I think it was in my car, and it had fallen out of my makeup bag, and then he stepped on it. But it's the MAC 210, and I use it for gel eyeliner, and as you can see, it's a little shorter than it normally would be. I still use it. I haven't gone to get a new one, and it's my favorite brush to put on eyeliner with. I mastered it a long time ago, and I can't seem to figure out another brush that can get my eyeliner to look the way I want to. So if I do wear my gel liner, I always use this brush. So I do need to go get a new one. I'm gonna make my brother buy it. He shouldn't have stepped on it. Maybe I shouldn't have had it on the ground. And then the last thing that I want to show you guys is I just have this little eyelash curler. I got this in an Ipsy bag, and I never curled my eyelashes before. I just never went and got the tool, and probably about a month ago I got this in an Ipsy bag, and I love it. I don't know why I waited so long to start curling my eyelashes, but plus it's purple, which is my favorite color, just a side note. But anyways, so I keep that in my bag as well. So I think that's everything that's in my makeup bag. Oh, I guess I could show you all my makeup bag, which is empty right now because I showed you everything in it. But this is the bag that I keep in my purse. So it's really cute and colorful. It's called Contents is what the brand is. I actually got it at Target. It's Contents by Allegro. And so it's pink on the inside, and it's really roomy, and it holds everything. And I just put this in my purse and then take it with me everywhere I go. And seeing the look that I have on today, I used all of these products, so if you want to see a tutorial, I could definitely do that and kind of talk through what I used to create this. So if y'all are interested, let me know down below. And thank you guys for the support and watching the video, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.